Let me see if I can find it. Oh man, I gotta find it. Here it is. I found it. Oh my god, this video has so few views. Okay, I thought this would have more views. Here it is. I'm pretty sure this was the first video I ever saw on YouTube.
Okay, interesting. I haven't seen that one.
At least one of the first that I remember.
Yeah.
Wow, it doesn't have very many views. It has like, I remember thinking that amount of views was a lot back then, but...
Because the first video I watched was a Minecraft video. I was way into Minecraft.
Oh, you're really late then. That's like 2012 then.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was definitely around that time. How many videos do you estimate that you've watched?
In my lifetime?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't even know how to quantify that.
I've been watching YouTube for maybe over 500, but it's probably more for you. Also, I'm probably...
Oh my god, yeah, absolutely. Because I've been watching YouTube consistently since like 2007. So that's like 15 years of videos.
I started YouTube when, 2010, so I got into it a bit later.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. You're in the same community as me. It's not like there's like elitism. It's like, well, I was here during the great YouTube live experience from 2007. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We all love YouTube. We all love the platform. So whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know how many videos I've watched. You said you've watched 500. That is an insanely small number.
I'm probably underestimating, to be honest. That's probably inaccurate. I just don't know. But again,
like,
you don't know that.
Think about how many channels you've gone through and watched every video on, right? Like, how many channels have you watched every video on, and they have like I don't know, even just like 20 videos per channel.
I don't think there's any channel I've watched all the videos from. Like, I can't think,
really?
Because I'm really fussy when it comes to content. If I see a video on a channel I don't think I'll like, I tend to avoid it. Like, I only watch videos that I'm confident that I know I'll like. So I might skip some.
That's fascinating. I think I used to be a lot more picky, but now I'm a little bit more lax about that. I'm more lax about like getting into new channels and things like that.
Well, if they're family friendly, I'll definitely watch them. But if they're not, then I won't. So in my case, it's a matter of...
They all are, yeah. Every video on my channel is fully family friendly.
But do you watch family friendly YouTubers?
Yeah, I'm sure that some of them are. I just watch a lot of people. I'm subscribed to like 200 channels, so I'm sure that there's got to be some in there that are. But no, I don't. I'm not exclusive about it. I just watch a lot of stuff. Yeah,
I personally try to diversify who I watch because a lot of the YouTubers I watch are American, and like I know there's going to be loads of American YouTubers because it's an American platform. But I'm trying to watch YouTubers that are from other nationalities.
I watch some Australian people. I watch Internet Historian is born in New Zealand, but I believe he still lives in Australia.
Good. I haven't heard of him, but yeah, and the most famous guy...
Internet Historian
The most famous YouTuber in Australia is Laserbeam, which everyone knows who he is.
Max Mofo is Australian.
I haven't heard of him. I only know of like Laserbeam and like little Z, Zach, whatever his name is. And
let me
I think
see.
Hopcat is Australian as well. Little Z, Hopcat. There are a few.
I think I've heard that name.
Yeah, so there are a few Australian ones. Laserbeam's the most famous one. He lives in Sydney.
I used to watch this guy. He made like CS:GO videos. I watched and I didn't even like CS:GO. I watched him anyway. If that tells you anything about my diverseness of YouTube content, is I watch things that aren't even in my interest set.
That was going to carry on to my other question. Which YouTubers do you enjoy watching the most right now?
Oh man, it changes all the time. You phrased that well by saying right now. Certainly Internet Historian is up there. Big inspiration. There's a couple of other names that I like to throw out. Kiana Doherty is one of my very favorites. I'm going to put the names in chat so you can look them up later.
I might look them up later because I might like them. Who knows? Yeah, that's good. Because the
Kiana Doherty. Let's see what else we got here. Drew Gooden's pretty good.
Yeah. Because the thing is, with Think Noodles, I watch his content, but I'm not subscribed. Because the thing is, his content's kind of a weird mixed bag. He plays horror games, which is not family friendly, so I'm not subscribed. Right. But the other problem is he plays Roblox games, and Roblox is trash. I hate it.
Oh, I quite like Roblox. Yeah. What don't you like about it?
It's just cringe, and Well, I'm also salty that banned my account as well.
What'd they ban you for? What'd you do?
I think I filed a PayPal dispute on one of the things I purchased.
Oh, don't do that. That's not cool.
The problem is I got the appeal date wrong. Like the date of appeal, the deadline for the appeal date, I assumed it was the 5th of June, but it was the 6th of May because I was using the US date format. So the US date format screwed me over because I don't use it. I assumed date, month, year, but they were using month, day, year, and how was I supposed to know that? Like, I know it's an American company, but still, that's so confusing.
It should change. Like they should make it so that it changes per region.
Yeah,
I've seen plenty of
it's
sites
annoying
that do that.
because I don't use month, date, year. Like the date for me at the moment is.
I use year, month, day. I've been using year, month, day for a long time.
That's fine, I guess. Yeah, I always prefer date, month, year, but American stuff is always month. For me, the date's more important. I mean, America just likes to do things differently, I guess. That's why they won't use the metric system, even though it's superior. They just want to be different. That's fine, I guess.
Wait, metric?
Metric system. Like, Americans don't want to use the imperial system. They don't want to use the metric system. They want to use the imperial system. Metrics, like,
that's correct. Yeah, you got it backwards, meters. And I got confused.
Yeah, meters, kilometers.
Yeah, no, people here use imperial, and metric is definitely superior.
Yeah, it is better. It's simpler. Like, how many?
It's 1,000. Everything's 1,000.
Yes, 1,000 meters in a kilometer. Whereas
it's great. It's good.
Whereas 1,000 yards is not 1 mile.
Yeah, the imperial system is all proprietary crap. I don't know why people still use it. I mean, I admittedly I use it, but it's because everyone else uses it, so I don't know. Like, what do I say?
My other question was, what genre do you think is the best, most enjoyable on YouTube right now?
Genre, like the most versatile, like video style.
Which one's the best or most enjoyable for you, at least right now?
I don't know what kind. I don't know how to. I can describe what it is, but I don't know if it has a strict genre. Because I want to say reflexively video essay, but I don't think video essay is really right for what I'm referring to. But it's, I mean, selfishly, it's the kind of videos that I make right now, which is me doing VO into a microphone, right? Yeah, I don't show my face or anything. It's just VO, a clean VO track, and visuals, like nice visuals for that, like showing, illustrating, and doubling down what I'm talking about. So like, it's not quite a video essay. It's more like just a kind of a talky, explainy, look at this thing kind of video. So I don't know what that's called.
The reason I was drawn to your channel
that's what I'm super into.
The reason I was drawn to your channel is the 3DS cartridge thing appealed to the gaming side of me, because my favorite genre is gaming, and your channel kind of had a bit of gaming stuff to it. So that's what attracted me. I was like, this is gaming. I can get into this. So for me, it's gaming.
I don't think I can escape gaming. It's been an important part of my life for too long.
Yeah. Do you have a Nintendo Switch?
I do love video games. Do I have one? I have like 4 of them.
What's your main one though?
I mean, admittedly, since the BF and I have been living together for so long, all of our possessions have just kind of merged. So I kind of lost track of which one was originally mine.
Because if you play similar games to me, you could swap friend codes or something.
I'm sorry. I've kind of retired from Nintendo stuff as a whole. I just kind of lost interest in it.
Do you not play Nintendo Switch games?
I legitimately have not touched my Switch in like 2 years.
Okay, right. That's fair. All right. So I guess.
So if we swapped friend codes, it wouldn't really do anything because I don't use it.
Oh well, because I have a Wii U as well. Because the reason I like the Wii U is because it's not just the fact that the interface is better. It can play Wii games. It's got way better backwards compatibility. The Switch, the Switch paywalls everything, and I don't like that. And the online is the Wii U's free. The Switch is like everything you want. You want this, pay for it. Pay for this, pay for that. Too much stuff is paywalled. I hate it. It's such aggressive monetization of Nintendo.
All you gotta do is mod your Switch and then illegally download games.
Well, I don't do that, but I have used a save editor on Switch games. I used it on Splatoon 2 and I got banned.
Of course he got banned.
But thankfully it was just the online game, the online of that game. Like nothing else was affected. It was just that. But I think that Splatoon 3 is fine, but I won't make that mistake for Splatoon 3. No way.
Yeah, you shouldn't. That game just came out. Yeah, don't mess with that. What I was going to say about Wii U is that I just got another Wii U. I imported one from Japan. So I have a Japanese Wii U now.
Okay.
So now we have 3. I have my original Wii U that I got in like 2014, I want to say. And then my boyfriend's Wii U, and then the Japanese Wii U.
Well, I was going to say something about games. Cool. You know the Hollow Knight series?
Hollow Knight, yeah, I know.
Well, what about the company making the sequel, Hollow Knight Silksong, which of course is not come out yet, despite being announced in 2019. This Hollow Knight series was created by an Australian company.
Very cool.
Yeah, Team Cherry. I don't know what they're doing right now.
You'll love to see it.
Another few examples of games that were made by Australian companies are, Fruit Ninja's actually a New Zealand company. Is it? No. Yeah, Half Brick. Half Brick, which does Jetpack Joyride and Fruit Ninja. That's an Australian company.
That's cool. Didn't know
and
that.
the company that makes like the Bloons game, Bloons Tower Defense, that's Ninja Kiwi, and they're in New Zealand, hence the Ninja Kiwi, because it's a Kiwi is the symbol of New Zealand. So,
I didn't know that. That's
Ninja
clever.
Kiwi is a New Zealand company. They are Kiwis, the people that work there.
Good to hear.
So Australians and New Zealanders make some pretty good games.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think there's any question about that.
My other question was going to be, you have over 100,000 subscribers. Did you ever think you'd have that many?
Yeah, I have before. I've had this isn't my first channel that has had a lot of attention.
Okay. So you have
although it is my first time getting a plaque.
Oh yeah, play button. Yeah, I got mine a few years ago. Is it the new one or the old one?
I have the new one.
Okay, same here. I'm hoping to get the gold, but my subscriber count's going down at the moment, not up, so that's unlikely. Unfortunately, my analytics are showing a red down arrow.
You're going to be all right, buddy. Just keep making stuff.
Because I assume your analytics are probably up. Because the thing is, I would love to see like the analytics of your channel, if you'd allow me to. Because there's a way.
I'm sorry. I really would rather not share them, but I can tell you some vague things, but I will not give you numbers just for security.
That's fair. Because like there's a thing on YouTube, so we can share your analytics with someone without giving them access to your channel. Basically, you add them to your channel as a viewer, where they can view everything, but they can't modify anything. But again,
I know what you mean, but I'd rather not share it just for security. Because if I do that, then you can see how much income I'm making and everything.
Well, that's not quite true, because if you make them a limited viewer, the revenue information is blocked. So there's actually an option for that. But I assume that even if it was blocked from revenue, you probably still don't want to share it with me. Is that right?
Listen, man, I just met you like a week ago. Like you can't just ask me for analytics data like that.
That is fair.
You're gonna creep people out like that.
I know it's probably not a good question to ask, but I just thought I'd ask.
No, it's all right. I know you meant it from a genuine place, and I appreciate it. But yeah, I can give you like vague information, like whether stuff is doing fine, but I'm not gonna tell you like exact numbers.
Yeah, because I'm willing to share my analytics with people who ask, like just as a viewer, and I don't mind them seeing my revenue because it's not that high. So I'm more open.
Because this is my full-time job, I can't afford any sort of fluctuations.
You make a good point, because it is your job. For me, it's not my job, so I don't mind showing people. So that you make a good point. I'd forgotten that you had it as a full-time job. So yeah, fair.
What I mentioned before, my analytics are a little bit down right now. I'm kind of struggling financially at the moment, to be honest. So right now I'm just trying to get out as much as I can, just sort of crank the generator back up and just get as much out as I possibly can so that I can pay rent next month.
Yeah.
Because like I said, the Beatmania video really knocked me out of my groove. I had a nice little thing going where residual revenue was keeping me afloat, but right now I'm in a really dangerous spot, and I just need to keep working on videos.
Another question was going to be like, are your parents supportive of this being as your job?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm very thankful to have very supportive parents.
Yeah, see,
they've been amazing.
See, my parents don't like me doing YouTube. They're saying it's distracting me from my studies, and yeah, they're probably right. But I just enjoy it too much, because for me, it's a hobby, not a job.
What are you? No, it's fine. It is completely reasonable to have a hobby on the side, as long as it's not distracting you. Like you can keep those two sides of your life isolated and still keep doing both.
I only upload videos every 5 days, so I don't upload like really often.
That's often to me. I upload like once a month, maybe once every 2 months. I put insane effort into them.
Yeah.
I was going to ask what you're studying. What are you studying?
I'm trying to get into. Well, I'm studying IT, but I'm trying to get into cybersecurity because that's where the jobs are.
Oh yeah, that's a really good job to have right now. There's a lot of people working that need people like you, like doing that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Let's see.
IT is really boring.
Yeah, it's boring. That's true. My other question was, what advice would you give to someone who's trying to make videos on YouTube?
I think what advice do I have to give? If it doesn't feel right, just don't do it. If it feels like it doesn't fit you, Like you don't have to trend hop to stay alive on YouTube. You don't. You can be a contrarian. You can appeal to a niche. It's possible. You don't have to talk about whatever's popular. You don't have to talk about whatever's new. Just do your own thing. Create your own niche, and people will come. If you really care about it, you can revive like quote unquote dead topics. You can talk about stuff that people aren't talking about.
Yeah.
Be a little bit of a contrarian.
I would agree.
It's
I'm
fun.
a bit of a trend
It's kind
hopper.
of fun.
Like whenever they release like new videos, I tend to try and react to them. Like the upcoming teaser trailer for the Mario movie, which will be shown at New York Comic Con. I think they'll show it on YouTube. I'll as soon as I see it, I'll react to it. I'm gonna react to the Mario movie teaser. It's being shown at New York Comic Con, but I'm sure they're showing it online as well. Are you looking forward to it?
What do you think your reaction will be like? Do you think you'll bring something new to the table?
Well, I'll try to make my reaction as good as possible because obviously around that time, the YouTube will be completely saturated with reactions. I'm willing to bet that everyone's going to be reacting to this. Everyone.
Well, then what I was trying to get at is, do you think that people will care? Because you just said that it's such an oversaturation of reactions.
Make sure my reaction is genuine, so I can't watch the video beforehand because I have done reactions where I've watched the video first, and my reaction definitely feels less excited because I know what to expect. So you can't fake a reaction. It's not possible. People notice.
What I'm trying to say is, why are you doing your reaction video when you know that there are so many people that have created their business around making reactions? I'm just trying to stand
out a bit because the thing is, I have noticed that some reaction videos have done pretty well. Like where I reacted to Sora and Smash, that got like 200 views, and that's a lot normally for me. Normally, I have trouble getting to 200, so they perform better than my regular ones. So they stand out a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Right. What would you say is your regular content? Because forgive me, I'm not super familiar with your channel.
Let's plays, really. I mean, I did do the Splatfest when the world premiere when it was active because that was trending at the moment, and I wanted to do it.
Oh yeah, Splatfest world premiere.
Yeah, I was on Team Paper, which lost. I would have chosen Team Rock or Team Paper, but I was not going to choose Team Scissors. And I was going to choose Team Gear for the second Splatfest, but I didn't get the chance to play it. But I'm glad to know the team I would have chosen won. I wonder if Shiver keeps winning the Splatfest, they're going to have to tweak them because you can't have one idol winning all the time. It's not fair. Because she's won twice in a row already. If she wins 3 times in a row, people are going to start complaining.
Right.
So my other question was going to be, let's see, where is it? Do you watch your videos after uploading them?
I actually have a pretty decent answer to that because usually the answer is no, I do not. But the only time I'm able to watch my own videos is if several months have passed. If it's like more than 3 months, then yeah, I will rewatch them occasionally just to keep myself in check and remember what, just sort of get myself back into the flow of making videos of about stuff that I like. But no, the thing is that I have to edit the videos for months. I'm trying to get that down to. I'm trying to get my editing game down to like 1 month. Like I want to do monthly videos really bad. But hang on, let me finish the answer to my question first.
I'm being
because so editing is essentially just watching the same video over and over and tweaking things. It's essentially just animation.
Yeah.
I'm animating. I do like motion graphics. So when I'm editing, I'm essentially just watching the video over and over, and so by the time it's out, I'm sick of it. I've seen it 100,000 times. So I have to like give myself like many months to forget about it before I can watch it again.
Yeah, see, my editing is takes less time. So what editing software do you use?
I use a few different things. I have a lot of different tools in my toolkit.
Use more than one.
But
sense.
the main composition software that I use is Vegas Pro. I do all my actual video production stuff in there.
Okay.
And I will pull in different clips from other software into it. Like that's my main composition.
See, I like editing software that's user-friendly. So the editing software I used to use was Shotcut, but Shotcut was very bare bones. All you could do was put clips together, and that was it. So eventually, I decided that I'd splash out, and I purchased a lifetime subscription to Wondershare Filmora.
I think I've heard of that.
It's a little probably more limiting than what you use, but it's user-friendly. For me, I just want my editing software to be easy to use. If it's not user-friendly, I don't want to use it. Because I installed DaVinci Resolve as well, and I compared it with Wondershare.
Resolve is a lot. Resolve is a proper nonlinear editor. That's going to be a lot to start with. Although I do love Resolve.
I did have a look at DaVinci Resolve. I was like, nope, I can't use this. It's not user-friendly. I have no idea how to use this thing. So I just went back to Filmora, because Filmora, yeah, okay, it's limited, but at least I can use it. I need something that's user-friendly. And it is. Right. DaVinci Resolve, as you said, is not user-friendly at all. It's not beginner-friendly.
Well, no. I don't know if that's the right term for it. I think that so it's a professional software.
Yeah, professional.
What I will say is that as a nonlinear editor, nonlinear editors are kind of conceptually confusing.
Yeah, they are.
Once you get past the wall of trying to figure out how it works conceptually, then it's okay. But that being said, Resolve is so fresh and so new that I actually think that the UI is pretty friendly. I got used to it pretty fast, but that's because I'm also already familiar with nonlinear editors.
I'm used to the editors that have like a timeline.
What you're looking for is
the ones with a timeline on the bottom.
What you're looking for is a linear editor.
Yeah.
You want an editor that's a lot more simple, a lot more user friendly, and that's completely fair. It's a totally a matter of preference. And for what you're doing, I don't think you really need anything else.
No, Wondershare is pretty good. It lets me do. It's better than Shotcut, and yeah, I definitely think Wondershare is what I'm going to continue to use.
The first editing software I ever used when I was pretty young, I was probably like 8 or 9, was NCH VideoPad video editor, which was so bad. But it gave me a good start.
Was it confusing?
Well, it had this really annoying encoding error where whenever you would have a flat image, it would like bit crush the image, and like it would just sort of visually glitch whenever you would render a video out. It was such a problem that the only way that I could figure out how to fix it was to add like some sort of zoom effect and then make it gradually zoom in from like 100% to 99%. So it like barely any change, but it was enough that it would like fix the render. It was a free piece of crap software. I used it literally over a decade ago. It was so bad.
The reason I paid for Wondershare is because they put a watermark on the output if you don't pay. So I didn't want to have to deal with that. And I actually got a good deal. Yeah. I convinced them. They said Wondershare Filmora lifetime license is like 40 USD, and I said to them, I said I'll take it for 40 AUD, and they agreed to change the price for me because of course 40 AUD is cheaper than 40 USD.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, I got it for a cheap price because I would rather pay 40 AUD because the price was in USD because it's an American company, I think. I hate going on the internet and seeing a price and I'm like, oh, that's a bargain, that's a reasonable price. And then I go check out and it's in USD and I'm like, oh, god damn it. Because the fact that it's in USD makes it not a reasonable price. Like if I see something for $10, $5, that's fine. In AUD. If it's in USD, no, it's not.
I thought you were family friendly.
Well, that's not a swear, it's like a cuss. I permit words like damn it and hell and all those things. It's swear.
What? Really?
Things like the F word, S word, and C word I don't allow. Like, so some words are more acceptable than others.
It also depends where you're at, because America is historically a very Christian nation, so GD is as offensive as the S word, for example, around this area.
Yeah, that's true. I will agree that because I remember saying it on Twitter, and people were like, I thought you didn't swear. And I was like, words like damn it and hell are acceptable, okay? They're not like the really extreme words. I'm talking about...
Right. It depends where you're at.
Some words are really offensive. Like, for me, the S word and F word, those are swear words. I would never say those. Okay, what...
So, what should I call you? I don't even know your name.
Well, my name's MK8 Master. A lot of people seem to think they know my real name, but they don't.
So you want me to refer to you as MK8 Master?
Yes, that's what I would prefer if it's okay with you. I don't know your real name, and again, I'm not going to try.
No, I don't care. My name is Evan Clue.
Okay.
So my name is Clue. Okay. If you call me Clue, that is correct.
Okay, a lot of people incorporate the real name into their channel names. That's cool. That is. Let's see. Next question. See, because I watch my videos after uploading them because I upload videos that I know I will like. Although, of course, that doesn't mean everyone else will upload that will like them. Because like every video that I've uploaded to my channel, I've liked. But of course, it's not about you liking them, it's about other people liking them. So I'm a bit biased, unfortunately.
Well, you got to make stuff that you feel like you and everyone else will like. You got to cross that bridge.
Let's see, what was my next question? What's your favorite thing about being a YouTuber?
I think the most satisfying part of the video making process is getting something out there and seeing people's reactions to it. I think the best feeling in the world is seeing like the first few, like is seeing the comments appearing right after a new upload goes out, where you just get to see people's first reactions, like people getting really excited about a new thing coming out. And then everything after that, it kind of diminishes because it's not new anymore. But that's really exciting to see, is like the direct feedback. That's sort of like real excitement. And I get the same thing from people like chatting during a video premiere. Have you ever premiered a video?
I did once, but the video didn't get as many views as a non-premiere, so I haven't premiered them since then.
It doesn't. Premieres are mostly just confusing for the layman. I don't recommend premiering. It doesn't.
Plus, I publish my videos in a time of day where it's 10 o'clock in Pacific time and 3 a.m. here. So that's when most of my subscribers are awake, but I'm fast asleep. So I'm publishing them when I won't be awake anyway, so I won't be there to respond to their comments on the premiere. It's easier for me just respond to their comments on the video when I've woken up.
Right.
Because I don't want them to expect me to be in the premiere when I'm asleep. Like, I don't want to have them expect me to be there. So instead, I just publish it normally.
Right. Yeah, I gotcha.
So my other question, well, see, for me, the reason I like being a YouTuber is it's having random people pay attention to me, because I've always been an attention seeker. So I like people to notice me.
Dude, same here. I have always flourished under the spotlight, and YouTube definitely feels like you're under the spotlight when you put a video out. And that's good to hear from you, because, you know, you and I are both ADHD autism boys. So I'm glad that we both sort of resonate on that point, because
videos on YouTube,
the same way.
I basically saw that these people were getting lots of views and comments. I was like, you know what? I want people to pay attention to me as well. So I decided to do it. I was like, if they can do it, so can I.
I kind of use it as like a superpower of, you know, craving attention. It doesn't sound good, but that's just the truth.
I mean, you get negative
I've
attention,
always been...
But that's to be expected.
Oh, even the negative attention I like, just because it's something. I would rather be cyberbullied than be ignored.
Okay, in my case, I prefer positive attention, to the point where how do you moderate comments? Do you allow them all and then remove them later, or do you hold them the potentially inappropriate ones for review?
YouTube does a pretty good job of filtering it for me. I don't mess with that.
So do you allow all comments, or you do hold potentially inappropriate ones for review? Like, how do you do it?
I just let YouTube do it. YouTube manages that automatically.
And then my other question.
The only thing that I do read. So, like I mentioned, I do read the comments for the first few days after a video comes out, and I delete homophobic stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Because people don't like me because I'm gay.
Yeah. No. Sorry.
And that's fine. I don't really. Like, that doesn't hurt me. I don't care. I've been gay for literally most of my life. I do not care. But I just don't want people to... I don't want people, like, that kind of comment to flourish. Right. I don't want people to start upvoting a comment, you know, about people being homophobic. So I just delete it.
Because, well, that was my other question. When it comes to holding them for review, the potentially inappropriate ones, do you increase the strictness? Because that's a new setting, to increase strictness.
Oh, I saw that. No, I don't. I don't do that. Increase strictness. I don't care.
What are the criteria for you hearting a comment?
I don't even know if I heart comments. Hang on, how do you do that? You
can pin them as well, but I prefer to heart them because it does the same thing. Pinning them puts them at the top. Hearting them, well, also puts them at the top, but there's a heart icon with your profile picture on it. I prefer to heart them.
I pin my own comment because when I do sponsorship deals, they ask me to pin the comment.
I haven't been sponsored yet,
so I do
I'm looking forward to it eventually. Eventually I'll get a sponsor. Yeah, so... Well, for me, I only heart comments that are positive and the person's put a lot of effort into the comment. So high effort comments. So like if someone says good video, then that's fine. It's a positive comment. But if they say like this video was amazing, and I really enjoyed it, that's more like a heart, because it wasn't just positive. It was high effort. They put more effort into saying all that stuff.
I upvote comments. I don't hit the heart. Okay. I don't know what the heart does. Does it? What does the heart do? Does it put them higher up?
Yes, it does, but it also shows that you yourself liked that comment. It's something only the creator of the video can do. Only the content uploader can heart them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So it's more meaningful.
Okay, so something only I didn't know that only the creator.
Yeah, only the creator can heart them. Also, if someone edits,
that's a pretty new thing. The heart thing. That's new, right? Like that wasn't there when I started.
Also, the other thing is, if someone edits their comment, the heart is removed, and I assume that that's a safety measure to stop someone editing their comment to say something mean.
Oh, okay,
So
that's a good idea.
Yeah, whenever I've made a comment, it's got hearted. I don't touch it because if I edit it, the heart will be removed, and I don't want that. So yeah, it's just to stop people saying nasty stuff after you've already hearted them, which is a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what was my other question? How long do you think YouTube will last for?
Oh, YouTube is set in stone. It's not going anywhere. It's way too big, and YouTube. I mean, and like Google is way too big. They're not losing a lot of money on this platform. If YouTube went anywhere but where it is, like it would just change hands. Somebody would pick up the torch.
Deny it does have some flaws.
But I don't think that YouTube's going anywhere. I think it's going to stick around.
It does have a lot of flaws that people are concerned about, right?
It's a cornerstone of the internet, regardless of all of its flaws. It's not. It's going to stay where it is.
True. I mean, I will agree. It's useful. It's useful to search for stuff. Well, I saw there was a video recommended to me, and it had an 85-year-old woman playing like Skyrim. Like Skyrim doesn't appeal to me, but like an 85-year-old woman playing a game on a computer, and I was like,
yeah, she's a Twitch streamer.
I didn't know that. Well, and someone said gamer grandma, and I said,
yeah, gamer grandma.
I replied to them saying this is my first time stumbling across them, but nothing on YouTube surprises me anymore. It's just random humans doing random things. Yeah, random humans doing random things.
That's just what we're all doing.
Yeah, except on YouTube, it's of course people see it, so it's random humans doing random things. They want other random humans doing random things to see. Let's see. What was my other question? If you were the CEO of YouTube, what would you change?
I actually have a pretty unpopular opinion. I think that a lot of the moves. I think that most of YouTube's executive decisions have been pretty good generally. I think that the COPPA changes were a really good thing. I think that pushing towards a more family-friendly platform was a good idea. I think that, keeping kids safe online is always a good thing. I don't think that anybody will argue with that. Shutting down Elsa Gate, that whole thing with, deprioritizing kids' content and embracing COPPA was very good.
Yeah.
The only things that I would say were really bad and really out of touch were removing dislikes. That should not have happened. That was absolutely insane. Removing dislikes was an insanely bad idea. I think that everyone in the entire world agrees with that.
I mean, I agree with it, but at the same time, I did have a problem where my videos would get dislike bombed to the point where I had to hide likes and dislikes. So having likes visible but dislikes hidden does benefit someone like me who gets trolled. But I will agree that it should be an option to apply to individual channels. So if you're someone who doesn't mind both of them being visible, you should be allowed to choose it. So I think that there should be more freedom of choice in that regard. I don't think it should be forced upon everyone. So while I agree with where they're going, it should be an opt-in thing where individual creators choose.
I agree with that too. That seems like a good idea. I think that them giving so your solution is instead of removing them permanently for everyone with zero option to change it is a bad idea. However, having the ability to decide whether you want to remove dislikes on your video is a good idea.
On your channel. So in my because I used to have to hide both of them. So yeah, if it's an opt-in thing, then it's fine. Because you may not mind having both likes and dislikes visible.
I don't care. I like dislikes. They keep me in line. I think that being able to judge the quality of a video before watching it is incredibly valuable.
Yeah.
And I'm a big proponent of return YouTube dislikes. I think return YouTube dislike is awesome. It's a great project run by really good people.
The dislikes hidden, so there's no incentive to dislike it. But yeah, Well, I do. The change is fine for me because I've always wanted dislikes hidden, but I will agree that it shouldn't be given to every creator. So I'm willing to admit that it shouldn't be forced upon people. Because, I'm happy to have dislikes hidden and likes visible. But, no, people shouldn't be forced into that decision. That was a bad move on YouTube. It should be flexibility. Because for you, it's affected you badly because you wanted dislikes visible. Like, you can see them in the creators, you can see them in YouTube Studio, but no one else can. So, it's still feedback for you.
No, deprioritizing them for the end user is where I have the problem.
Yeah, that's true. Because people who watch the video can't see them.
Yep, exactly.
So I will agree that's a change they should make. Instead of bringing them back, they should have it on opt-in. It was simple to implement, but, they just were too lazy to implement that as a feature. I mean,
Another thing you mentioned, if I was the CEO of YouTube, what would I do? So yeah, bring back dislikes. They should not have left in the first place. And the other thing is I would make very clear and strict guidelines for age restrictions.
Yeah.
I would say, here is everything that you cannot say. Here are the exact things you cannot put in your YouTube titles. Here are the things that you can't do in a video. Right, instead of this vague sort of floaty, you can't do anything violent. Okay, what does that mean?
It's too vague. I will agree, it's vague.
Yeah, right. So anyway, being vague is not a good idea. Just make it more specific, make it more clear. And the third thing, have a method for users, creators, to contact YouTube directly. I want to be able to talk to a person. YouTube is my full-time job, and I have never, ever spoken to a human being that works at YouTube. Not a single time.
Support?
I've been bringing them in thousands of dollars a year.
What about creator support?
Literally thousands of dollars a year have come from me to them, and I've never talked to a person.
Creator support where you get to talk to a person? Like if you're in the partner program,
you can't.
In the partner program, you get to talk to a person. No,
it's a robot.
I thought it was a person.
It's all automated.
I mean, they sound like a person, so maybe it's a bot pretending to be a person. I've always thought it was a person. When you're in a partner program, you get access to that.
No, okay, so sort of. It's a human being that copies and pastes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like written, scripted responses.
Yeah, they're definitely scripted for sure. Actually, that was going to be my other question. If you're a big enough YouTuber, you get a partner manager, which is a dedicated person at YouTube who helps you out. Do you have one? Okay,
no,
I did contact them about it, and apparently it's an invite-only thing. So like if they want to give you one, they'll tell you. So you can't ask for one.
Yeah, if they want you to have a rep, they will give you one.
So in my case, exactly. I don't have one, and so that if you're wondering how you get one, it's invite only. I found that out. You don't use a Switch, but which gaming console would you recommend playing on? Like, is there a favorite that you have? Like, is there like a really good gaming console, like out of the three?
My favorite video game console is the original Xbox,
but not like the current Xbox.
I love the original Xbox.
So it's not the current. It's not the current Xbox that you recommend. It's like the OG one. So the console you recommend.
Yeah. The what was it? 2002. I want to say.
So because my question was more about current gen consoles, not old ones.
Oh, current gen.
That's what it was more regarding than original ones. Like, what current gen console do you recommend?
Okay.
Switch, PlayStation, Xbox.
They're all bad. I guess I would say probably the Series X, just because the backwards compatibility on the Xbox Series X is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I've pointed out to people on several occasions that PlayStation has poor backwards compatibility, and for a new gen console, backwards compatibility can be a game changer. It can either make or break the console, and the Nintendo Switch does backwards compatibility so badly. The Xbox has nailed it. Like,
I have all the new game machines. I've had plenty of time. I've had plenty of time on each of them. I have all of them, and I had the most fun with the Series X.
The other thing I like about Xbox.
Here, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
All right,
okay?
sure, yeah.